going to be knocked down by the vehicle. So does it mean you don't go? No. What you need to do, you just need to be careful. You need to know what are these dangers. When you walk into, let's say, for instance, let's use Java, and the first thing you do, you request for Wi-Fi connection. And if the internet is not there, as in, there's no, you don't have Wi-Fi here, you know. And what happens, me, I walk there with my laptop, then I'm going to create almost the same Wi-Fi, and you're not going to know. So, I love password by default in Java Lab. So, you are going to, how are you going to know it's my Wi-Fi? Anyone? How can you know? You go to conferences. We have done this when we are doing security assessment. So what do we do? Some of the management, they are active on social media. So when they are traveling, they post, yeah, going for a conference. So what do? We do follow them to those conferences, yeah? We follow them. We follow them. And what do? The hotel provides free Wi-Fi, yeah? And maybe the Wi-Fi is open. What do? You'll be able to know that this computer belongs to this person. And that is how you carry viruses. You know, you carry viruses and bring them back to the organization without knowing. So if you are in sensitive department like human resource, the other day, one of the, he is in procurement. He experienced the same thing. Then the guys, they put some malwares in his machine. Then he's the one in charge of communicating with stakeholders, suppliers, customers, all that. So what happened? They were communicating with a customer in the UK. They were supposed to pay them about $600,000, pounds. So the guys monitored the email for 1 year, a whole 1 year. What happened? Nowadays you exchange the bank account, the banking information, and you not even call. So when the time is to transfer the funds come, you just wait through the email. There's no issue. You do the SWIFT. So what happened? The account, his email was monitored for 1 year. What happened? The guys sent their bank account. This is transferred to our account. So before the guy read the email, he changed the bank account. They changed the bank account. So he received a wrong bank account. What happened? In 2 days, they did a SWIFT of £600,000. And the bank was suspicious. They asked them, are you sure this is the real bank account? They said, yes, can you do the transfer? But bank were sign some consent form. So they will not be liable. After 3 days, the person who was to receive the money, akauliza now, what's up? We transferred. So they transferred the wrong account. What happened? The procurement officer right now, he has been interdicted. He's now going through issues, you know. Why? Ignorance. Just say, these things of cyber, these are things of IT. And I'm telling you, in the next few years, this is the battlefield for everyone. Whether you are in corporate, in your family, because someone will get into your WhatsApp. And you know, many men, you do some funny stuff out there through WhatsApp. So what we'll do, when we have time, we'll come and do some small demonstration. So what happens? I'll just get into your phone, and then nitakatuna hizo picha na messages, alafu, you know, nitaziforward kwa hiyo mtu mwingine na atajua. So before nifanye hivyo, I'll tell you, I need this amount of money, nisipeane hizo picha. I know that. Even the ladies, they scam, yeah? You know, you do stuff. And definitely, if you have a smartphone, yeah, which I believe many of you do, this is very dangerous. It is going to bring the third world war in our families, at home. We are going to fight. And, you know, nowadays, manager, I want this thing to be accessing the need to environment. What happens? The IT people, they configure. And what do? I'll know that you have connected to the company network. Then what do? I'm going to do something called interception. It's like you are here, then I just come here. So when you talk, I can be able to hear, yeah? See, I can be able to hear direct. That is what it's called interception. And from there, nitakufuata for a period of like 1 year, but I know what I want. At the end of it, I can transfer money, I can get into your account, I can use your email to abuse the president. And what happens? They are going to come after you. I'm telling you free of charge. So, what are you supposed to do? Just be careful. Be aware that you can be a victim. Be aware. The other thing that is affecting us is something to do with kids, which I love to talk in the last, for the few remaining minutes. Because some of us are parents. And what happens? Already, our kids, as early as 3 years, when they cry, you give them the phone. You know, you give them the phone, alafu wananyamaza. So, you see, unawekea games. But you don't know, you are destroying that kid's brain. It's not going to develop in the next 15 years. Okay, atakuwa anashika mkia. And who is to blame? You are the one to blame. Why? They're supposed, when they cry, give them a book, not this. I'm telling you, your church. You see, if you follow Bill Gates and Kina Zuckerberg, they have kids. Na walikuwa wanasema, like Mark Zuckerberg, watoto wake wako around 2-3 years. Alikuwa anasema, his kids will get access to computers when they are 15 years. And this is the person who owns the internet. But what happens? Come to Kenya, you know, sisi ndio tunajua kupea watoto simu, kupea watoto computer. What happens? You give the kid, let's say he is in high school, you give them the computers, they go into their bedrooms, wanajifungia huko. Alafu, wewe unafikiria anafanya assignment. What are they doing? They are watching porn. Online. Porn is accessible. Kwa hii simu, there are apps that they install, and this is your phone. Then they install an app to watch porn, and you will never see it. Hata ukiangalia hivi, you will never see that app. But they know mahali wanafinya hiyo app ina run. And when you come, wanafinya tu alafu wanaendelea kusoma, sio wanasoma nini. I'm telling you free of charge. If you don't do something on the issue of our kids and technology, we are destroying an entire generation. Yeah, we can talk about cyber hacking and all that. But if we don't talk about the next generation, which are our children, we are going to have a destroyed generation. So, what do you do as a parent? Just limit access to your children over the phone and the computers. If it's a must that you buy them computers, there are apps that you can be able to install. Lakini ukiwapatia simu yako, they are going to install. There's an app called Tinder, which is basically a dating app. Sana sana, kuna version ya watoto. Yeah? Tinder for kids. Na wewe ukitafuta hautalipata kwa Google. They know where they get. Yeah? What happens when they install those apps? Wanakuja hapa Kenya bankers, Sacco. So they search 500 meters. The same way the other one work. 500 meters, it will broadcast. So whoever is connected, and they are connected all the time. And I don't know why they get even the buttons. You know, they lie to you. You know, you are told to take this and this to charge. I don't know. Then you give them some money. Wanaenda wananunua buttons. So what happens when they come here? They just search a radius of 500 meters. Anyone who is online in a wallet. Then the moment nimesema, let's say accept or something like that, what happens? They know that when you are in that app, the Tinder for the kids, what happens? That app is for sex. Nothing else. So wakati nimeconnect na nimekuja, there's nothing else that you are going to discuss. The other day, some young people were arrested there, pale town. If you are sensitive na some of those news. They were arrested pale town, wakiwa group of about 10 young people. What were they doing? Walikuwa wamekutana because of Tinder. And when they meet, it's sex. And when they do that, one principle of that app is there's no protection. Yes. So that is why I'm telling you, we are living in dangerous times. And this will be the end of of the world. And when I say the end of the world, I mean an entire generation. If you are not careful, an entire generation is going to be destroyed by this. And those are some of the risks. Mtoto anaingia pale online, amejifungia kwa nyumba yake, then anaambiwa, like here in town, we have assisted the law enforcement. Someone amechukua nyumba, hapo ni ofisi hapo town. Then unapea mtoto amemaliza form 4. You give them some few cash, 5,000 to sign up for packages, computer packages, as they wait to go to the university or college. What happens? Wanaenda, wanakudanganya that wameshalipa na wameanza kusoma computer. But what have they done? They have enrolled to a porn hub hapo town. A room mtu amechukua na ni an office block, but ndani they are active. And you never know. Actually atasoma computer, but atasomea hapo ndani. So atakuja hata atakuonyesha nini ndio hii computer, hata atapiga picha na computer. But what do they do? Already they are enrolled to some funny stuff. Wakiingia pale, so unaonyeshwa, you know, they are told to toa nguo kaa hivi, weka mkono hivi, weka hivi. As they do that, someone is already subscribed to that. They are being broadcasted to a channel where other people pay like $500 to access that channel. What do they do? The owners are getting more than like 10 million per month out of your children. So if your child hajafika hapo, jua atafika hapo. And the problem is influence. So parents, and who are not parents, because I know you will become parents, we need to be careful. First, we need to be careful with ourselves, where we are working. That is mahali tunatoa unga. We need to be careful. Don't just share passwords the way tumeambiwa hapa. Then you need to be careful, you as a person, so that you do not lose that job because of some ignorance. Because you went ukafinya Wi-Fi free of charge, then kumbe ni mtu anakumonitor. That we need to be careful on the technology and our children. We need to protect them. Don't give your child a computer, then you don't know what they do. Ask them. Even install monitoring apps. You are allowed by the law. Wakifika 18,